Hey everyone, I'm Brad, and this is the Ortovox Avabag Litric Tour 30. It's Ortovox's latest Avalanche airbag. We're going to set it off. So as I mentioned before, this is Ortovox's new Avabag Litric Tour 30 Avalanche airbag. It was created, designed, and produced in conjunction with Ortovox. There's a collaboration between the two companies. It weighs only 2.4 kilograms, so that's one of the big pluses of this airbag, is it's super light. And that's because it uses a supercapacitor design with a lithium-ion battery to recharge those supercapacitors. When it's fully charged, you have two full inflations, and it's a 150-liter airbag, so fairly large airbag, and it'll come on after a few minutes and re-inflate the airbag again in case you're trapped under the snow. There are no cartridges with this airbag, so there's no travel restrictions. There's no pain of having to re-infill any cartridges. You can use it as much as you want and practice with it as well. It also has really good cold tolerances because it's battery operated, and it's recharged with a USB-C recharge cable, and you just plug that into a computer or any wall socket, and you can recharge the system and the lithium-ion batteries. It does take some time to boot up if it's been in storage for a while, so always check it prior to going out when you're at home. Power the unit on. You'll see a series of lights, red, yellow, green. Will let you know that it's going through the test mode. If it takes longer than a few minutes, that means it's actually recharging the supercapacitor with the lithium-ion batteries to make sure that you have those full inflations available to you. So one of the cool things about this pack is that it has a modular design. So you can actually take off the back panel and put on a new front pack, so all the guts stay with the back panel, and you just put on a new backpack. You can actually get a larger backpack depending on what your adventure is. So this is the Tour 30 that I've reviewed. It's sort of the middle of the road airbag. You can also get it in a 36-liter short for short torsos, a 40-liter, which is much bigger, and then the 28 short as well. So it's a great airbag from Ortovox, and I'm going to go over a couple of features now to show you what's involved with it. So to deflate the system, the first thing we have to do is get the tool out of the top pocket, which is there, and then we're going to get inside the pack. And then we're going to insert this tool into the slot, and you can see the airbag immediately starts deflating. We'll help it along here. There we go. We'll take the tool away. Now what we want to do is just fold back this lip here so we can get at the zipper. Make sure there's no snow in it. Pack it back in. Nice and snug. And then you want to be careful not to snag the airbag. And you want to put this top clip in to seal it together. Then you want to take each zipper and carefully pull it up to the top, reset it, and then pull it back down. Same thing for the zipper on the other side. Be careful not to snag that airbag because you don't want to put a hole in it. And then back down. We can then put our gear back in the bag. Zip it on up. So there's a few things I want to show you on the Litric Tour 30. First off, there is a small pocket, zippered pocket on the top here. This is really good for holding your sunglasses, some snacks, smaller things you need easy access to. Inside here you will also find the tool permanently affixed for deflating the airbag once it's employed. That is always found in this pocket, so you're never going to leave home without it. Next up, these two orange zippers here, they open up the Avalanche tool compartment here. I've got my probe and shovel in here. You can also fit a snow saw in there if you'd like to. Quick, easy access to that compartment in case of an emergency. Down on the bottom of the pack here, there's a little secret pocket that contains your helmet carry system, and that just affixes to the side of the pack on some straps there. And then you also have your ski carry straps here. So this is a diagonal loop system, and if we stow that one back away, it's nice that it's hidden out of the way when you don't need it. There's also another pocket up here with a little symbol where you can pull out the other end of the diagonal ski carry system, and that can be stowed away when not needed as well. We've got some compression straps on the sides of the packs to make it nice and compact when you need to. And then you can see the zipper on the top here, which is where the airbag will come out of when we deploy it. And on the front here, there is a hydration compatible option that comes out of the pack and down this sleeve. And then we've also got the trigger handle. So right now this trigger handle is in the safe mode. You cannot deploy the Avalanche airbag. When I turn it to the orange side, that means it's ready to go. So whenever you see that orange, that means it's ready to deploy if the system is on and the safety check has been performed. This trigger handle can also be moved up and down on this shoulder strap depending on your height, which is a very nice feature. If we go into the pack now, there are two very large pull tabs here to open up and get inside the pack. You can see once inside the pack, I've got gloves, down jacket, my skins, some other things underneath here. I've got a huge toolkit in here and a radio as well. There's still a little bit of room for more. If we look at the system here itself, this is where you'll see the power button, and also in there you can find the charge port, the USB-C charge port. And then the airbag itself is up top, and there's a little protector here for the fan so that it can suck in air and get the air it needs to inflate the airbag. If we do this back up, I can show you on the side of the pack here, there's a little mesh window here, and you can see right now it is flashing green. So that means the system is armed and ready to use, and this is where it will draw in most of the air for the inflation of the bag. When you initially press the power button inside on the mechanism, it will flash a red, yellow, green continuously as the system does a pre-check. If you've stored the bag for a long period of time, that may take up to 25 minutes, because what it's doing at that point is the built-in lithium-ion batteries are recharging the supercapacitor and readying it for inflation. So make sure that you always check to make sure you have the green light for go before you start to head out and use the airbag, and do it well in advance, preferably at home, so you know the system's good to go. So there you have the Ortovox Avabag Litric Tour 30 pack. Lots of features, as I mentioned before. We've got the adjustable deployment handle, diagonal ski carry. There is also a snowboard carry that I forgot to mention. There's a few straps that are found in the pack, and you can strap across onto the webbing and then carry a snowboard as well. I mentioned there's a top pocket there where you've got that tool for deflating the airbag. We've also got hydration compatibility and a helmet carry in there as well. And one thing I wanted to mention too was this redesigned safety leg strap. So you have to wear this when you're wearing any airbag, because what happens when the airbag inflates is it makes you a bigger, more buoyant object in the snow, lifts you up, will lift the pack up. If you don't have this safety leg strap on, the backpack will actually ride up and could come off of you. So that has to go on you, and I'll just throw the pack on quickly to show you. So when the pack is on, this strap goes between your legs, and there's a little orange loop over here you connect that to, and then you can do up your hip belt. So a lot of the Avabags, they have this as part of the hip belt system. So as soon as you undo your hip belt, this falls off. This stays on no matter if you have the hip belt done up or not. So it's nice, simple, clean system, nice big solid carabiner, and you'll not forget to use this, because if you do, it'll be hanging around. There's nowhere to stow it. So a lot of other airbag packs, they have a pocket where you can stuff it in when it's not in use. Ortovox didn't want to do that because they want to make sure that this is in use all the time. So that's simple, easy use of that. So with the Avabag Litric, it comes in a couple of different sizes and configurations. As I mentioned before, you can change this back panel here. So there's a zipper that goes all the way around the circumference of the bag, and I can just zip off this back component, keep the guts and the harness system, and put on a new back. So with the Tour model, it comes in a couple of different options. So there's a Litric Tour 30, which I've talked about here today. There's also the Tour 40, and the Tour 40 is a little bit more expensive. It's $1,750 Canadian, $1,400 US. This Tour 30 is $1,675 Canadian, or $1,300 US. There is also a Litric free ride option. The free ride comes in a 16-liter short, 18-liter, 26-liter short, and a 28-liter. There is also Avabag Litric Zero, which is the lightest version of all the Litric backpacks. It only comes in a 27-liter option. It weighs in at 4 pounds 5 ounces, or 1.96 kilograms, so it's very light, but it is not modular, so they stripped out some of those features like the module capability of it. That pack is $1,600 Canadian, or $1,200 US. So lots of different options for the Litric Tour, the Litric Free Ride, and then you've also got the Litric Zero, and you can choose the size that you want as well. I should also mention with the Litric Tour that it does come in a few short options. So there's a 36 short and a 28 short. So the 36-liter short version is for shorter torsos, and then you've got the 28-liter version. This is the 30-liter version that I showed you, so you can see how much is the capacity it has, and there's also the 40-liter version that I mentioned as well. That about wraps it up for the Ortovox Avabag Litric Tour 30 pack review. Go to backcountryskiingcanada.com and check out all of our airbag pack reviews, including this one, and read the full review there. Thanks for watching.